Welcome to The Fire Within. I'm Joel Young, your host. And once again, we have an interesting entrepreneurial story to share with you, my viewers. Today, our guest is Taylor Saukarookoff, the co-partner of Cryo Care, an interesting technological venture who Taylor's going to share with us. Thank you for coming today, Taylor.
Thanks for having me.
Would you be so kind as to tell our viewers what your venture is all about, how you got involved with it, what is it, and what is it going to do to make me a happy person?
What cryotherapy is a form of cold therapy. It was invented in 1978 for rheumatoid arthritis in Japan. And that's where and then it migrated to Europe in 1984, and that's where the technology got refined where we see it today. And that's where now it's actually implemented in many hospitals throughout Europe, getting medical coverage over there. And then now it's slowly migrating to North America now, and that's where I brought it to Kelowna.
So specifically, before you go on, specifically for rheumatoid arthritis?
That's exactly what it was invented for.
So it's a singular treatment?
Yes and no. It really does one good thing really well. It brings inflammation down throughout the body, but it also does help with muscle recovery and athletic performance.
Oh, okay.
That's why the athletes really like it.
Yeah.
They find that it's like the ice bath, but just on a different level.
Oh, okay.
They just find it more effective and more tolerable. Athletes don't really like the ice baths very much.
No.
They just find the ice just way too uncomfortable. They just kind of prefer this method.
Okay. Can you explain a typical treatment of Cryo Care?
How it works is you get down to your undergarments because the more skin exposure, the better. And I provide gloves, socks, and slippers because your hands and feet get a lot colder than the rest of your body.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I have a cryo sauna. It's kind of like this singular tube, and you stand inside it with just your head exposed.
Yeah.
Nitrogen gas surrounds you, and the temperature does get down to negative 165 Celsius. I know it sounds pretty absurd.
Scary, as a matter of fact.
I know it does sound scary, but it's a different kind of cold. Yeah. It's completely dry. It's only affecting 0.5 millimeter in the skin. So the way I kind of describe it is when you open your oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, you can stick your hand in there. It's really, really warm. Yeah. This is just cold. It's not affecting your muscle tissues or your bones, so it's not going right through you. And it's just more comfortable than you're thinking.
Taylor, I'm sitting here listening to you talk, and I can't help but want to ask, how did Taylor get involved with this type of technology?
With this kind of technology, well, it kind of has to go back to the entrepreneurship first. I'm third generation to Kelowna, so my family's been into farming and everything, so I kind of had that entrepreneurship through the farmers.
Okay.
And then I always wanted to help people. In kindergarten, my teacher asked me what I want to be when I grow up. Yeah. I said police officer. Okay. So I kind of had the passion to help people with the entrepreneurship. And then through work, I had a friend at the time who hurt himself. He was in a pretty severe car accident, and then he was Googling how much water to have after a workout. And that's where he stumbled upon cryotherapy. And that's what he thought it would help him through his dilemmas and everything.
Rehabilitation,
exactly,
if you will.
Yeah.
Did it take you and your friend a long time to acquire access to this technology?
No, access was always there. It just kind of took more time to get the money and everything together. The company I bought the unit off, the cryosauna, they've been in business since '91. So they've been around the block for a long time.
Based in?
Actually, I bought it off a local distributor in Toronto, but they were a supplier from Russia. So the machine is from St. Petersburg, Russia.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
And you being Russian can obviously speak Russian.
Obviously, just my last name.
Have you been marketing this technology? And if so, how and where?
I've been doing it more locally. And trying to do it throughout the Okanagan. I've had clients from Enderby and from Penticton, and even up to Salmon Arm, coming to see me in Vernon. I've been doing a lot I've been on Castanet a couple times, a Kelowna Now as well, newspaper. I've done door hangers, direct mailing, Facebook, social media.
Good.
So I'm trying to get the word out there that I exist.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Other than standing on the street corner with a trumpet. Hear ye, hear ye.
That may work.
That may work, yes, that may work. Now, can people get their treatments covered by BC Medical?
It's a good question again. Not many places, like the bigger names like Sun Life, Blue Cross and all those, they want like a registration number. And I just don't have that because it's so
Okay.
new to Canada. This
Okay.
therapy just isn't
Okay.
recognized by Canada.
Yeah, yeah.
Some places have been saying yes. There's some private companies like
Yeah.
Olympia. I'm just alternative health right now, so I
Yes,
fall
okay.
underneath that bracket.
I understand.
But ICBC has said yes with me, so
Oh, good.
that's been really cool.
Oh, that is.
It kind of
That's
depends on who
significant.
you have.
That's significant.
That is significant,
actually.
and I've
This
helped
is-
many clients with car accidents.
Oh, boy. Hallelujah. Are your parents or any of your immediate relatives entrepreneurial in nature?
Yes, both of them are. My mom, she's a bookkeeper, but my dad more. He's done a couple other businesses as well. So yes.
Once you get well established in the Okanagan area with cryotherapy, are you interested in expanding your boundaries outside of the region? And if so, what's your mindset about how you're going to set about to do that?
That's another cool question. I've actually already had requests from 5 other cities to
Oh.
build a cryotherapy location.
Oh, for
So
heaven's
I'd
sakes.
really like to expand out.
Yeah.
People are starting to see the health benefits. People want to start having them in other locations. So yes, I'd really love to start more places elsewhere.
You know, we're an aging population in the Okanagan,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Senior citizens, of which I'm one of them. My producer's another one.
No comment.
But I think that with all the seniors establishments in the communities in this Okanagan, particularly the central Okanagan I'm thinking of because we're here, that I think it might be worthwhile for you to go out and blow the trumpet for this technology in all these seniors communities. A simple, if I may, a simple is to get a list, make a list.
Okay.
That's easy enough to do. And contact the chair people of every one of these seniors communities board of directors. Introduce yourself and say, this is who I am. I have a venture that we think would be very beneficial to your homeowners or your seniors who dwell in your
Yeah.
facilities. And go to the masses and preach the gospel.
I'm going to have to redo that. I did that with one location,
Yeah.
and she thought I was soliciting, and she just really turned me down, and it kind of gave me a sour taste in my
Yeah,
mouth. So
I bet. Well, I think if you do a soft sell
yeah,
and don't
I was kind of trying to. I was just trying
Yeah.
to pitch the technology and
Yeah.
pitch the idea to those guys, and
yeah.
kind of got turned down. I mean, that's only one out of many. So
Oh, many. You bet there's many. Taylor, we're going to take a little short break and we'll come back and close out our visit today. We're back with Taylor Saukarookoff, representing Cryo Care, and his interesting, fascinating machine to make you feel better. I like our viewers to learn a little bit about you.
Okay.
Can you talk to the camera and our viewers in the Central Okanagan about what makes you motivated as an entrepreneur, a relatively new, young Okanagan entrepreneur?
well, going through school, I never really knew exactly what I wanted to do. After school, I was kind of a little bit lost. I didn't know where to go. So I found a job at the airport, and I was a baggage handler for about 4 years. And then I ended up losing my job. I know it doesn't sound that good. It's a bit of a long story of how it happened. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and it was just a long story. So then after that, I found another job at Alpine Aerotech, and I was a manufacturer building helicopter parts.
Alpine Aerotech.
Yeah, out in West Bank.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's right on the highway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was really cool building helicopter parts. I was using them with my hands, but I was working a lot, working really hard. And I just really started getting a lot of anxiety and depression. And that's when my weekends didn't feel like weekends. After Friday, I was dreading Monday already. So I could not enjoy my weekend at all. It was pretty bad, actually.
Yeah.
So, and then that's where I stumbled upon Cryo Care, cryotherapy. And that's where I just did a lot of research into it. And
Did you feel, excuse me for interrupting you,
yep.
listening to you talk, did you feel that you weren't achieving? Do you feel that that was
That's a good question.
a big impediment? That psychologically, emotionally,
I didn't
you felt that you weren't getting ahead in your life?
I didn't feel like I was getting acknowledged for my hard work. The boss didn't even know my name. He didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I just didn't feel like appreciated.
that'll do it.
So
Yeah.
I know there were some people there that really did appreciate me and really did appreciate all my hard work. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I didn't feel like I was getting
Yeah.
where I should be.
It doesn't matter what the people feel if you don't feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, would you like to talk to our viewers about the challenges you faced when you started Cryo Care? Did you get any financial assistance from government or investors or anything else?
It was mostly private investors. I'm going to keep them private.
Yeah.
And then I did find a couple local loans that I got.
Yeah.
But it was extremely difficult. I found it really, really difficult. In order to make a business, you need to have money.
That's
And
right.
if you don't have money, you got no business.
Yeah.
And it was really hard. There was no support for small businesses. I couldn't find anything. I still am struggling right now to even find support. It's really difficult.
Assistance, financial assistance.
Yes. Yep.
Did you make let me ask this question again. Did you make the rounds with federal and provincial government programs?
I couldn't find help in that area.
I think we've just about run out of time today. Taylor, your technology, your venture is quite interesting, and I'm being genuine with you
Thank you.
because
Appreciate it.
I think it's unique enough and interesting enough, and the way you've explained it is giving me some food for thought. So I do like to encourage you to get out there and beat the bushes and never give up. An entrepreneur is a person that looks at the world the same as everybody else and thinks differently. And you started your journey by thinking differently, saying, this technology can make a difference to people. I want to be part of that difference.
Amen.
Thank you for coming, and best of luck in your future.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Bye-bye. Appreciate it.
Well, that's it for this week. I'm Joel Young, your host. Be good to yourself. Until next time.